Okay, what's up, guys? I have been as busy as all hell with college starting up again and doing totally online classes for this graphic design degree. It has been craziness, man. But I was at Walmart today and I saw like 10 of these guys just chilling at my Walmart here in northern Minnesota. And I was like, oh my God, I have to get this. So here I have Cable, and he is beautiful, man. He's one of the easily one of the most beautiful looking Marvel Legends figures I've seen in a very long time in terms of just the overall sculpt and the likeness relative to the actual representation that they're trying to capture. You know, the actual actor looks a hell of a lot like Josh Brolin. It's really phenomenal. So I mean, I was really stoked to pick this guy up. It's finally we're getting these Fox characters for our Marvel Legends figures. Quite a long time in the making, but it's nice to see them, man. It's been too long, so we finally got them. I don't know if it's because Disney acquired Fox. I don't know if Hasbro ever made any Fox figures in previous toy lines in the early Marvel Legends days. They might have. I don't know. You'd have to refresh my memory. Comment below and let me know, because I don't know. That's too far back for me. But they finally got this guy. He looks beautiful. I'm really excited to talk about him, so let's take a look. So right off the back, this is a really interesting style for packaging. You can tell this is a special figure, man, because we have not seen packaging really like this before, unless you're thinking of the 10th anniversary MCU packaging, kind of had a similar aesthetic to this. But this is obviously very Deadpool oriented and just goofy. You can see on the bottom there, it says Nathan Summers under that kind of Sharpie looking marker. And then you can see it looks like Deadpool scratched in Cable, wrote Cable, nice Deadpool symbol, or a Deadpool sticker over the X-Men logo. And on the top here you can see 14 and up, and you can kind of feel the texture of that, very cool. Not for children under 3 years. There are small parts in here, Marvel Legends series. What's great about this being 14 and up, we actually see real guns with this guy. No fake looking stuff. So that's cool. On this side here, you get a nice shot of Nathan Summers' Cable with his glowing eye. Very beautiful art there. Did a great job. And pretty much the same image on the back. Sorry if you can hear my cat laying on a Target bag. He's just chilling. Watch me review this guy, yawning, and don't bite that cord, kitty cat. You're dumb. But you're furry and you're fluffy and you're my best friend. Anyways, this is beautiful. Very nice artwork. Again, not for children under 3 years. If you're curious if this guy's at your Walmart and you want to show this to a worker, there you go. There's a barcode. Take a picture, screenshot it, have fun with that. Anyways, we get the same art on the side here, and on the top we get some more Deadpool sticker art. So, cool. So first off, with Nathan Summers, we get two fisted hands. Obviously, this is for the robotic hand. It's completely covered. On this side here, we get a human hand, is one flesh hand that's covered in the glove as well. And both are painted pretty well and sculpted pretty well. They're really, really similar, except this one has painted black fingers, so they're pretty much exactly the same with some silver fingers on this one. But they're not incredibly shiny. However, they look pretty dope. I like them. Obviously, the exact same style as the other ones with some really nice detail. The only difference is the hinge. These ones have that little hinge that goes up and down rather than in and out, where these fisted hands have a hinge that, and here you can see me popping these out. They're kind of tightly in there, which they should be for the most part. They go in and out. So that's really their main difference. In terms of size, they're pretty much exactly the same size, and they both look really dope. And here's the little pistol that he comes with. Would have been nice to see some brown paint on here, considering we got some on the butt end of that gun. But it does look really nice and sculpted nice, and it's refreshing to see some real guns, so very cool. The most dope freaking accessories I've ever seen with a Legends movie figure. This is beautiful looking, man. Look at the detail they put into this beast of a gun. It looks awesome. A beautiful scope. Almost looks like a flashlight on the side there. I don't remember if you used that in the movie. And on this end, we get a little port. So if you have these bullet effects from War Machine or the exclusive Black Widow figures from Target and Walmart, you can just kind of stick that in there, and it actually fits in there pretty fine. Very, very cool. I'll pop that out. But honestly, this is just beautifully sculpted. The paintwork is decent. They easily could have added some scuffing or something on this that would have made it look really cool. But they did this end of the rifle very, very nicely, and I like the green wrap around it. It's a very realistic look. If you do want to add a little grenade launcher on the bottom, I believe that's what this is. You can see there's a little port on the top. You can pop that in there. It stays on there pretty snug, so it's pretty cool looking and really adds to the gun. You can pop that off, and you can also put this one on it. However, there is a holster for this one as well, and it looks like it is not even meant to be held on this gun. Looks like it's meant to be held in this hand, so I don't know why they included this on the top. If you can elaborate on that, please let me know below. I'm sure there's some kind of reasoning or logic behind it, but it looks like it is meant to be just chilling on his side here in his holster, as you can see. So I don't really know. I'm not totally sure. I don't remember too well from the movie. I've only seen Deadpool 2 like twice, sadly. Don't kill me in the comments. I've only seen it like twice, so I'm not totally sure. But I feel like I remember him holding it and launching some grenades or something, but maybe I'm way off there. But he holds it really well, so that's really cool. But there is a holster for it, so I'm not sure if it's meant to attach onto that gun, if that happens in the film. But I don't know if I'm going to be putting that on the gun, frankly, because I don't think it works out too well. If you do want to put the pistol, since we're at it, if you do want to put the pistol, there is in a holster. There's a holster right back here, towards the back side of him, and it fits in there pretty snug, and it's kind of hidden under his cape and his arm. So it looks really, really dope overall. Aside from that, there is no place to hide this. It's pretty much just you throw it on the gun and leave it on the gun, and I'm cool with that. Honestly, I would have preferred it to just be attached to the gun. Would have been cool if we got some blasting effects coming out of it too. That would have been nice, or even down here on this part of the rifle, but overall it looks very cool. Okay, so I'm going to show you the struggle of getting him to hold this gun. That's really his biggest problem, and it stems from really just a lack of some important pieces of articulation for a figure that is meant to hold a rifle. Especially when he has a scope like this, you really want him to be looking down that scope, and especially again when he has great head articulation that can really lean into that kind of look. He's lacking butterfly joints, and it's not like we need major, huge butterfly joints that just protrude out, but if you have any of the classified figures from G.I. Joe, or you have the Mandalorian figure, especially the new one, the Beskar Mandalorian, that little bit of a pivot right in the armpit, that little motion really makes a world of a difference. So the first thing I want to look at that really makes this figure beautiful, the first thing about his sculpt that just really sets him apart from the rest is obviously this photoreal kind of face sculpt. It is spot the hell on, man. It is a spitting image of Josh Brolin. And I mean, if you've looked at the Black Series figures and that photoreal technology, this is some of the best. And I'm going to say he's the Scarlett Johansson Black Widow figure, the Florence Pugh figure are both great, but this is top of the line shit, dude. This is spot the fuck on. Scarlett Johansson's is really good though for the Crimson Dynamo Wave, but this is amazing. Better than what I expected. I was worried, because sometimes you see images of a product and you get the actual product and you go, whoa, this is not what I saw at Toy Fair or Comic-Con or whatever, some convention, or just the initial product images. But this is exactly what I saw. This is beautiful. And it's to the point where you can even see he has some 5 o'clock shadow, some scruffy whiskers on his face there. Just look at that detail, man. It is Josh Brolin, Thanos, Cable. Amazing. I love the scars. The eyes look great. The overall flesh tone and the lips, the hair too, the blackish gray hair, all so nicely done. And just this light hue going around the back of the head to show his shaved head. Very, very nicely done. Looks like there's a little paint spot there, but I'm not sure if that's intentional. I don't think it is. It's meant to be some kind of scar or something, so that got kind of messed up. But secondly, we get this cape here, which is easily removable, and I mean, it does sit on him very nicely. I'm not gonna lie. There's no like gap on the back or anything. It looks really, really nice. So you can pop that off, and it has some very nice details. Could use some like wash on it or something, so maybe I'll add that myself. But it looks nice overall and rests on his back very nicely. But we'll set that off to the side for now so it doesn't get in the way at all. Because I want to show you this neck. First off, we do have that dumbbell articulation in the neck. Dumbbell, it's like the shape of a dumbbell. Ball there. so you can just pop his head up pretty easy. But I love how you can see the technology going up his neck. How awesome, man. Just beautiful work there. The metallics are great. No paint rubbing. Looks beautiful overall. I'm very, very pleased with that. Kind of difficult to pop on. And that dumbbell joint allows for some really, really nice movement, man. He looks crazy far up, really far down. You can get him to pivot back and forth, pivot side to side, like he's dancing or something, all creepy, like a robot. And he, yeah, just does some really great movements and pivots and whatnot. So it's a very organic type of movement. Very cool. But the metallics on this guy are very, very nice, man. Top of the line shit. Nice grenades or flashbangs, whatever they are. They almost look like they go in the grenade launcher, I believe. These look really, really nice with these bronze kind of caps on them. The arm is obviously one of the most important parts of Cable. And look at how nicely done that is. We have different metallics going on here. We have a darker metallic here, which isn't as shiny. Then we have more of a like reflective, shiny metallic here on the bicep. You can see all the cables and wires going through his arm. And then just, you know, it varies in metal colors and really offers this realistic look. See if you can seeps through here, where this almost looks more covered and protected. This looks more exposed, but it just looks awesome, man. And the cables are even sculpted under here in his armpit too, so that's pretty cool. Aside from that, I want to mention too on the back piece of this arm, look at how well hidden the articulation is when you actually just have it posed. You can barely see it. It's seamless, man. Beautiful. Look at that. So overall, that sculpting on the arm really sets this guy apart from so many figures. You can see he has a nice little teddy bear here. That's cool. The straps aren't painted. That's fine. Not a big deal. It looks very nice. He gets a very nice vest as well, which has some very nice paint and sculpt work going on, different clips and gadgets and whatever painted green there. So that's cool. He does have the brown t-shirt under this. That really has no paint going on, but for the most part, it's completely covered. So whatever. Aside from that, you get this nice gray belt, some green clips here on for some kind of gun. You can see his weapons are holstered here, a green holster there. So it's green on the belt here, all the way around, the nice metallic there. Basic green pants, no wash or anything like that, but they are very baggy at the legs and look pretty dope. Nice little compartments going on here and buckles. Be nice to paint that buckle silver maybe. Aside from that, you get a black wire going around the leg. Not sure what that's all about. That's just a style choice. I'm not sure. You get one black wire going around the leg. Not sure what that is. You get a little cold there, so that's unfortunate, but whatever. And then the boots are also sculpted very, very nicely. Not a whole ton of paint work going on, but it's okay. It would be nice to paint these buckles, though. So, I mean, there's little things you can go through and add and stuff. If you haven't watched my action figure painting tutorial, go check that out, because that'll definitely, it's kind of a small little crash course on, like, what you need to do, and it'll help you out if you want to fix up some of these details. It's pretty straightforward, a little bit of money, but you should be able to do it. Aside from that, things I like about this figure, again, I really like the metallics. I like the robotic parts. I love the face sculpt. That really does it, man. That makes up for anything this guy is lacking. Very, very nice. The teddy bear is also very cool. It's a really nice little detail. The gun is obviously a beast for this dude, and it does fit in his hand snug, just kind of difficult to pose him with it. It's nice that it does have that little hole in the end so you can put in some firing stuff. Just, man, it's really what sets this guy apart is that face sculpt. It just kills me, dude. Oh, every time I look at it, it's like, holy shit, that's Josh Brolin. And I cannot tell you how stoked I am to get him next to Deadpool and Domino. That's going to be wonderful. And Negasonic Teenage Warhead. And we'll see if they release a movie Cyclops from Deadpool. That would be so dope, man. Wonderful. But it's going to be nice to get all these X-Men Fox characters all together. I'm really excited for most of them. The Mystique one is like the only one I'm not super excited for. I don't know, but I will probably pick her up. I haven't really spent a lot of time watching the classic X-Men movies. I've been more of a Wolverine guy growing up, so I've seen all of those, but not really. I don't really remember X-Men 1 and 2 and 3. I know X-Men 3 was just a fucking dumpster fire, but 1 and 2 I vaguely remember. I was real young, you know. I'm 20 now, as I've said in previous reviews, so I don't remember them too well. But it's nice to see that they're finally releasing these guys, and this guy is wonderful. One complaint, if we're talking about anything I don't like, one complaint I have is the fact that we can see the pegs. There is pegless technology in the new War Machine, in the new Hawkeye and Wolverine, Old Man Logan 2-pack, and the new Punisher motorcycle, which I'll be reviewing really soon. That Punisher figure has some pegless tech. So I mean, with these movie figures, it would have been nice to see no pegs. But the nice thing is, too, there's not a lot of varying in the colors of the pegs and the actual arm. So I mean, they stand out, but not horribly. It's not like they're a completely different color, and they're pretty small. So it is what it is. But anyways, let's talk about his articulation. So again, we're going to leave the cape off when we're talking about this articulation. I'll move my die out here a little bit. So as I said before, the head goes a little far up. I mean, it's kind of crazy far up relative to a lot of figures, but it's not too great. However, I do prefer having this kind of articulation because it allows for really organic rotations, pivots. Look at that. And it looks just so natural, man. However, you do see separations on the side, but I'm fine with it, really. Looks down pretty far. And like I said, nice pivot and a nice rotation. And just overall, that range of motion here looks very, very nice. The arms, this one especially, is pretty stiff. And it's kind of, maybe it was stiff just because, like, when you're trying to put it up, I think this little shoulder part here tends to catch on the actual muscle here, like his shirt. So you have to make sure you're kind of pushing it down and then put it up. And it moves really, really smooth. That gives you a nice look at how the cords kind of connect there. So that's cool. But the arms do go out very, very far and can obviously rotate all the way around. He does have a bicep swivel on each arm as well. He does have double jointed elbows that are very, very nice. He does have a rotation at the wrist with hinges on both of these types of hands. Obviously, this one points down and up as it should for gun holding hands. And this one has an in and out piece of articulation, so you can see. So putting those down, the dude does have an ab crunch that you can kind of use. It's a bit difficult with the vest because you can't totally see what you're doing, but you can see I am utilizing it. And it has a great range of motion. All Marvel Legends figures have a great range of motion with their ab crunches, so that's to be expected. There is a rotation here at the waist. Sadly, no swivel or anything, so whatever. The legs go out very, very far. There's no drop down legs. They do go forward and back. I don't think there's a drop down leg. Kind of feels like it, but not really. Maybe a tiny bit, but I don't think that's intentional at all. So they do go forward and back quite a bit. There is a rotation here at the thigh. There are double jointed knees that look pretty good, but you can see that really exposes the articulation. That's fine though. These knees almost feel like a softer plastic. Nah, I don't think so. It's in my mind. I'm crazy. There's rotation here at the calf, a hinge at the foot, and a little ankle pivot. So here is Cable next to Scarlett Johansson from the new Black Widow movie, The Crimson Dynamo Wave, and the 80th anniversary Cap. And you can see he's about the same size as Cap, except he's a little bit shorter, and he's pretty much a good height compared to Scarlett Johansson, considering these heights are more accurate to human sizes. Where comic book characters are obviously some crazy proportions, some fun proportions. So I mean, if you're using him in a comic book display, it's probably not going to work unless you're cool with Cable being shorter than his comic book counterpart. Because I mean, in the comics, Cable is a massive dude. That dude is a frickin' beast, man. So I mean, personally, I think he looks really dope, and I don't care what figures he goes with. I love this figure. But if you're really, really into the accuracy in your depictions or photography, then this might not be your figure. However, he works with the movie figures really, really well, as you can see. So in that realm, he's perfect and he's amazing. And that's really the important realm. Alright guys, thanks for watching this review. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was insightful. This guy is a Walmart exclusive. He's $24. And at my Walmart, he was near the bottom of the aisle on one of the lower shelves. So keep an eye out for him. Keep your eyes peeled. Thank you for watching this. Please like, please subscribe. Comment down below and let me know what you think of this figure. Let me know what you thought of Deadpool 2 and Josh Brolin's performance as Cable. Personally, I really enjoyed it. I thought he was spot on. I thought he did a really good job. And it was overall just killer. So I totally recommend you pick up this figure. He's beautiful. He's great. Very cool posability. Lacking butterfly joints, but not a huge deal. Can still get him in some beautiful poses. And the likeness to Josh Brolin is shocking. It's astounding. It's beautiful. It's very well done. So anyways, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep collecting. Peace.